Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. It is Wednesday, it's hump day. Just finished my workout, feel great. Been doing a lot of stuff this morning, so I've been pretty busy. So, I want to talk to you about falling down. I had a conversation yesterday with a fellow business partner of mine, a fellow coach that I work with on business building, and we were talking about how we run into so many people that always fall off a cliff. They work towards work. They are working towards something, and they just end up falling down, and they don't get back up. People are always standing on a cliff one way or another. When they're in pursuit of something, they're always standing on the edge of the cliff. And whether it's a business venture, weight loss type opportunity that they're pursuing, right? It seems that it doesn't take much for them to fall down. It just takes one thing, whatever it may be, for them to fall off that cliff. And they have a hard time getting back up. They get stuck in the fall and have a hard time grabbing hold and pulling themselves back up on top of the cliff. The rope or whatever that's hanging there, they're holding on, barely even holding on, and they get stuck in that fall. They get their blinders on, and they just get so discouraged and frustrated that they fell. They're like, they have a hard time getting back up, and they just don't feel like getting back up, and they just lose all mentality when it comes to that. It takes just one thing to put them over that edge for whatever reason why. We haven't figured that out yet. It's just the one thing that takes them over that edge. We've been conditioned so much in life that we want to achieve things now. We want big chunks. You pursue weight loss and you want to lose 10 to 20 pounds, and it doesn't happen within the first week. You give up. You fall. You fall off a cliff, and like it's the way it's going to be. You're building a business and you want to make tons of money the first month, and it doesn't happen. So you get discouraged and frustrated, and that you're falling. You end up falling off the cliff, not keeping your eye on the prize and pushing forward. And we just expect big chunks. Instead of creating big chunks, you need to look at things that are more obtainable. Take things at a small, slower pace in order to achieve what it is you're out to set to achieve. When you fall or become derailed, you're one move away. Just like the one thing that took you down, you're one move away from getting back up and climbing that rope. Just one move. It's all it takes is to change your direction. Stop sulking in the fall itself. Stop focusing in on the fall. Okay, you fell. Yeah, got it. I could have fallen so many times. I tell you, I have fallen so many times. Former PT struggler, having a hard time with my Army PT test, trying to get back on top with that. I was struggling through the process of trying to overcome and lose the weight to get off the scale and not jump right into the tape test. Was having a hard time getting past that 60% mentality of getting into 80, 90%, maintaining that in order to go forward and improve my career, because that PT test defines your career if you're not careful in the military. It's just one move, just one. It's all you need is one move to change that direction. And it makes all the difference in the world in your pursuit of your future. That one move when you fall. You may not be where you want to be right now. You're not where you want to be, right? Because you're not on the path of creating that success that you expected to create. You may have been there at one time, but something derailed you. Something made you fall off that cliff, and you're hanging onto that rope thinking, I really need to get back into that, but I just don't have the energy, and I just don't feel like doing it. Your feelings are getting in the way of you climbing up that rope, and climbing up that cliff and grabbing hold of those rocks and pulling yourself up back over that edge onto solid ground. Let me ask you something. Why are you denying yourself of happiness? Why are you denying yourself happiness and the satisfaction of being able to get back up and do what you want to do and achieve what you want to achieve? Why are you doing that? Only one that has control of that is you. You know, sure, we all struggle and fall in life. I mean, you know, I'd gotten over my struggle with my PT test, and the next thing I know, I was hit hard with cancer. That was a fall for me. Just because I fell because of cancer, I did not let it define me. I did not let that take me down. You know, it was the reaction that excuse me, I had a phone call. It was the reaction that I had to that cancer and getting back up off of that fall, climbing back up the rope and climbing back up on the cliff, that defined my future, and it made all the difference in the world of me overcoming that cancer and recovering. And now I'm 2 years cancer free. 8 months after my second surgery that I had to endure, I was skiing down blue slopes in Colorado. 9 months later, I was taking another PT test, hitting 80% on those PT tests. Then 1 year later, I was doing a Spartan race. It was how I reacted to the fall. You know, let's look at weight loss. A lot of people start out on a journey to lose weight. They eat one bad meal, and it takes them down. It pushes them over the cliff because they're so close to the edge of that cliff. That one meal defines them, and it takes them down. So don't let that one meal take you down. Okay, you ate a bad meal. Don't let the next one be bad. So what? Get over it. Make your next meal better, and then continually build on that one meal. Now, don't play hopscotch with your meal and nutrition, because that's just not going to get you anywhere. You're going to continue to get frustrated, and you're just scraping up on the rocks to try to get back up on that cliff. Plan your meals out throughout the week. Put yourself into a position of success to where you will not get to a cheat meal. Okay, if you have one, okay, fine. Smile about it, laugh about it, and go on and get back into your nutrition plan. You have a business, you're pursuing a business, you have a client that does not accept your offer, your proposal. Okay, it's one client. You know how many millions of people are in this world? How many business opportunities you have before you? And that one client not taking your opportunity should not define your business, because there's so many more out there that you can present to and propose your opportunity to. I get no's all the time with my business, but you know what? I don't let that define my business. It's all in how you choose to react and letting that take over what you're trying to pursue. I shake their hand, tell them thank you very much for providing me the opportunity to present my opportunity to them with my business venture. If they don't want it, okay, it's not for them. Not a big deal. I'm not hurt over it. I go on about my business and talk to the next person. And eventually somebody will, it may fit in, what I have to offer them may fit into their life. And it could be something they want to pursue. And guess what? I bring them on board. I train them side by side. I show them a path in order to obtain success. And then we work together and we're business partners. It doesn't define my business if somebody says no. There's two things I want to challenge you with. If you're fallen and you're pursuing something and you've fallen, maybe it's weight loss, maybe it's a business venture, maybe it's trying to get out of debt, buying a house, buying a car, whatever it may be. If you have something you want to obtain and something derails you, I'll give you two things to help you get back up and to help you create sustainability in order to stay on top of that cliff or pull yourself back up off that cliff onto the cliff when you fall. First thing is, look at your mindset. What does your mindset say? Are you really in a state of mind to where you want to pursue what you're after? Do you have a lion sense of mindset in order to go after it? You don't let all the distractions get to you. If you fall, you get back up and you charge forward. You don't let yourself fall and stay down. Do you have that lion mentality of aggression to get to what you want to achieve? Look at your mindset. Create that mindset of a lion and pursue what you are after. Second thing is write down your goals. Don't write down your dreams, because your dreams and goals are separate. Write down your goals. Sit down and really think about what it is you're wanting to achieve. Put that in front of you and keep it in front of you. When you develop that lion mindset and put those goals in front of you, nothing can stop you. You're going to fall. You do those two things, you're going to fall. You're going to jump back up without hesitation. You're going to pull back up that rope without hesitation. You're going to climb back up on top of the cliff and get back on solid ground without hesitation. Because anything that tries to take you down may take you down for a second, but you're going to pop right back up. And you're going to keep pursuing and going forward. And that is how you will create a sustainable way of getting over your fall. Because you're going to fall. I know I've got many more years in life and I'm going to fall many more times. But you know what? I'm going to get back up and push forward. So I hope this was of value for you today. I urge you to share this with somebody that could use this and hear this, that may have fallen or may be on a fall and needs to get back up on that rope and get back up the cliff and get on solid ground. And don't let your fall define you. Look at your ways of getting yourself back on solid ground, because you can do it. That fall is not going to define your future. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.